Alright, let's go. I'm like 1 minute early today, which is unusual. Could have started a game in that 1 minute. I thought, why am I holding myself to these weird standards anyway? Why do I have to start at like 10 PM flat? Continuation of Paranormasight. Sorry, I was just spacing out like at the list of games that I played recently with like 9 out of 10 of them being like not safe for Twitch, I guess. Hello, hi. Hi. I'm really tired today, to the point where I've thought about calling off the stream, but I kind of want to see this game to its end now. I desperately want to see how they wrap it all up, basically. I don't know if we'll end it today, though. Like, that could still be like another stream. Somewhere there, hidden, right? Because we're getting close, but who knows how long this shit is gonna take, right? There could be like another twist and turn here. Let's do this, though. Let's do this now, as like Korn sang 20 years ago, I think? 25 even? Maybe? No, 20. Pretty good song, though. We start after the visit to Hyaku Soaps. Thank you very much. They wanted to get in, right? I wonder what they'll... Like, are they gonna meet someone who let them in or something? If Hyaku was no good, I don't know if we have any other options. Are we feeling Sigma today? Yeah, I have like a 12-inch dick. That is a reference that not everyone will get either. Huh? What is it? The person coming this way. Oh shit, it's Mercel. What, the tall guy? Do you know him? Yeah, from a little while back. Mr. Yumioka, over here. What do you mean a little while back? Hmm? Oh. Oh, of course we know that he's not a good guy now, since he trapped the delinquent girlfriend. What's her face? I can't remember. Like, I'm very bad with names, I'm so sorry. I think the only people that I will take away, like, from this playthrough are like Mio and Yako. Like, I will forever remember these two. Look at them. Lovely little ladies. You're Gamiodo's manager, Mr. Yumioka. Yes, good to see you again. Gamiodo? Miss Kurosuzu. What a coincidence running into you here. Gamiodo? Yumioka? What? Who? Oh, he looks shifty. Like, whenever people don't look at you straight, you know exactly that. Something's up. Like, he's a little too nervous for just running into an acquaintance. Been trying to avoid eye contact with Mio since he noticed it was her. Why even approach us then? Just, like, wave and then walk past. Something's fishy. And I've washed myself today. How have things been since we last met? If she just stays with her training, she won't have to rely on cheating people anymore. What? Yes, she has been keeping at it. Cheating people? Like, I am as out of the loop as, like, Yako, I guess. But what kind of person is this guy? Miss Kurosuzu, so glad to see her doing well. I assure you we've had no issue you need concern yourself with. I think that's correct. You gotta tell me what happened. A case from a while back. A family overseeing a reliquary came to see us saying they were being investigated by someone suspicious. Investigated? A psychic named Suikin Gamiodo suddenly showed up. She said that she had a premonition that something terrible would happen and had to exorcise the temple immediately. So it's like a cover for burglary. Hi, Admiral Feng, hi. Hello everyone else as well. Right. After they notified the police, I was dispatched there by Paranormal Affairs. Which is a weird thing to happen, right? If you, like, I mean, anyone, even people expecting the paranormal, would be somewhat weirded out by just a high school girl to arrive to investigate. But since it's Mio, I guess it's understandable. I inspected the place myself, but didn't see anything wrong, so I sent them away. He acted as Gamiodo's manager during the case. That's a weird link. Pretty suspicious. Apparently she was looking for something there, but I told her that's no excuse for fraud and sent her off with a scolding. And honestly, Gamiodo didn't even have much spirit sense to speak of, which soured my mood on the whole thing. She was like a Virgin Bloody Mary, I guess. Right, so she was one of those types then? Well, she's involved in all kinds of stuff, so she may at least be knowledgeable about paranormal objects. Interesting. And he's her manager? Or like acted as her like what? If you have no further business with me, then I'll be on my... Oh, before you go, Gamira seemed to know a lot about paranormal objects. It'd be a huge help if you could ask about something. And what might that be? Is she familiar with an ancient text called the Record of Fates, the Scroll? Or anything about the descendants of an onmyoji named Seiman Tsushimikado? I beg your pardon? What? Miss Kurosuzu, how do you... So, you do know about it? I see, if that's what you're after, then that means... You're curse bearer. Hold it! Don't tell me you're trying to snatch up some innocent schoolgirls this time. Stop right there! Oh no, wait, it's not an old hag. It's like a purple nameplate. So it's young delinquent girlfriend woman. Huh? Damn, and she brought Richter along. Fucking based. If it isn't Yumioka, what a pleasure to see you again. Oh, everything will come out now. Like, the protagonists are converging again. What? Mayu Shizawa. Wait, it's Yumioka. What? Mayu Shizawa, what are you doing here? Japanese Karen. No, she's way hotter than like a regular Karen. Huh? Shizawa? This investigator here helped me out. He really did a number on me. What do you know? We just so happen to have some business with Hyaku ourselves. Why did you join us? You can do that much for us, can't you? You work for Hyaku after all. Depending on how this conversation goes, I won't have to get the police involved. Very threatening. I'm popping a Sammy right now. Huh? You work for Hyaku? She didn't even know that? What's going on? You better skedaddle, Mersault. There's really no way you can refuse, though, is there? You two young ladies must be involved as well. Would you care to join us? What did you miss? Nothing. They would, like, Mersault approached them. They were talking to Mersault. Mio knew Mersault through an unrelated other, like, a different case, but didn't know he was working for Hyaku. And now suddenly, Mayu, Richter, and Haru showed up. Obviously, they freed her, right? That's what we did last time. And they're now basically, like, having a little bit of a showdown, I guess? You didn't miss much. It was like 5 minutes of gameplay. Sure. And I guess we're changing protagonists again now. No, we're not. Okay, alright. Good. Very nice. Haru is just standing there listening, I guess. Quite a view, isn't it? How long can you play dumb with this many people lined up and wanting answers from you? You'd better just give in and come clean with everything you know. Mersault apparently moonlights as some scam artist manager too. There must be a reason why he was like a manager of a fraud psychic, right? Whereas like his boss claims to be like a real psychic. It's kind of like maybe he was investigating her himself or something. Ugh. Who are we? Oh, okay, we're Yako. Right. She was only introduced as the investigator's client. She's cool. Feels like we wouldn't stand a chance against a full-grown woman like her. What did she mean by that? I mean, I wouldn't either, but whatever. But Mio's amazing too, keeping her cool at a time like this. Okay, so they assumed that I would go left to right while looking at people, or... She must be used to dealing with adults by now. Yeah. She's like doing like paranormal correction all day. We were introduced briefly earlier, but this flashy-looking guy is a private investigator. I thought they were only like that in TV shows, but I guess they're pretty intense in real life too. She's Maya Shizawa, the fiancée of Hashimi Yoshimi, the police officer. I'll have to talk to her about Hitomi later. Damn, she's like pretty good looking actually. He's clearly shaken by all this. I don't know, he looks very stoic still. Looks like he's desperately racking his brain for a way to get out of this. It's almost hard to watch. Okay, who do we like? Can we talk? Can we like? Wait, oh, we can not even look at our surroundings this time. We think? Is there like a bird anywhere? Pardon me. Wow, seeing a bunch of adults around another adult like this is pretty wild. Yeah, it's like a little bit of an intense happening here. Excuse me, are you new to all of this too? Oh, I guess I'm kind of just tagging along. Yeah, me too. Let's make sure to not get in the way, shall we? And she looks so threatening saying this. Right. Alright, that's that. Excuse me, I had no idea that Gamuda was connected with Hyaku. So I'd just like to ask. Was it Miss Yamamori from Hyaku who obtained the Record of Fates and passed it on to Araishi? No, that was not the case. Oh, my mistake. Is it Suidin Gamuda's doing then? No, it was not. We first learned of the Record of Fates from Mr. Araishi. It was then that Miss Yamamori gained an interest and extended the contract to compensate him in return for his research and findings. Yeah, sure. Then who was it that activated the Feast of Shadows to call forth the Curse of the Seven Mysteries? Just blindsiding him with information now. She's showing him that she knows. I give you my word that we had no part in that. Of course, your word. We had learned from Araishi beforehand that something would happen at midnight last night, that is all. How would Araishi know? I mean, they've already talked to him as well, so... Hey, there's no way that's true, stop lying! I must ask you that you please refrain from violence. Hold on, Yaku, it's alright. The minute I learned that Gamuda was none other than the Queen of Yaku's... Oh! Wait. No. No. Where is she? Where's the heck? The Queen of Hyaku herself. So she's moonlighting as like a scam artist. She's moonlighting, not he is. He is still just... Instead of a secretary, he's acting as a manager, but... And, I mean, I guess people don't know that she's scamming them. But Mio obviously recognized it immediately, that she's like not the real deal, right? The minute I learned that Gamuda was none other than the Queen of Hyaku herself, I felt that was the case. She doesn't have strong enough spirit sense for it. Oh, gotcha. Well, it is somewhat shameful. If you require proof, then so be it. What? So that talk of supernatural powers was just hot air? I don't think she has zero spirit sense, but even Yako here has more than her. What do you mean, even Yako? I do? Also, the spirit power lingering in this park has been bothering me for quite some time. The person who died here must have had considerable powerful spirit sense. Shoko. If they were a Hyaku employee, then maybe they should have been the one running things. Wow! Wow, that was like a slap in the face with a backhand. Damn! My, to think Shogo Oki was so talented. At any rate, Hyaku wasn't the mastermind behind exposing the Record of Fates to the world and initiating the Feast of Shadows. That would have been the easy way out to conclude all of this, right? Like, the old woman did it. Hyaku Soaps is like an evil company. Like, the old woman is like 300 years old already and trying to get younger and younger by the minute or something. If it isn't this way, then I do wonder how they're gonna, like, make a package out of all of this. I think we can be sure about that. Alright. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now then, I've come to hand over the Haunted Clapper's curse stone like I promised. A curse stone? Look at Mio. Damn, Mio has like the best fucking faces in this game. Thank you. I have to admit, I'm surprised that you're a man of your word. But first, I've got some questions about the curse stones you already have. What exactly do you want to know? Earlier you said that Hyaku have collected 6 curse stones already. 6? 6? Rather, I'd like to confirm which of the 7 mysteries they correspond to. And why do you need to know that? Because I don't trust, of course. Has he exchanged information with the detectives? How many curse stones they have? Surely, like, I mean, what's his face? Tsutsumi? Tsutsumi? Like, he's very frank about how many curse powers he has obtained, so he wouldn't have held back for him either, I guess. If you really have collected them like you say, you'd have no problem saying which curse stones they are, right? So he's testing him whether he's lying or not. First, the Whispering Canal. Good, and what else? Mind you, the Whispering Canal is the one that killed Shogo. So it could be, right? It could be. Maya Shisawa over there is the beckoning light. Yep, you were the one who made sure I got it. What? Unfortunately for you, I don't feel like handing it over. I don't think it counts as one of yours. Good to know. Anyway, do continue. Next there's the ever-burning lantern, which we gave to Hideki Araishi, which he doesn't have anymore, mind you. Tetsu took it from him. Do you consider that one of Hihaku's then? Whatever. We'll worry about that later. That's free. What about the others? Well, the others are... These are the ones he has knowledge of. The foot washing mansion and the Evergreen Beach. The Evergreen Beach! That's Tetsu's himself. No. You don't just go and claim this. What? Mio obviously knows as well, right? And lastly, the Fool's Procession, if I recall. The Fool's Procession, isn't that Yaku's, literally? Where is it, the Fool's Procession? Yeah, Komogata High School. Kills by fatal fall. Yeah. So you claim. How about it, mademoiselle? That's wrong. Those three are with Inspector Tsutsumi. I gave the Fool's Procession to him myself, so I know he's wrong. Oh, she gave the... She did give it away in the end? I didn't catch that. Anyway, I know he's wrong. There you have it. Too bad for you, pal. He knew... Like, it was a trap. It was a trap. It was a trap. If our agreement was founded on lies, then I'd have no duty to hand over my curse stone like I promised. Meaning the only curse stone you have is the Whispering Canal. And it inevitably follows that you used it to kill that young man at Kinshibori Park. Such a horrible act, and to your own employee, no less. No, you're mistaken. To be entirely frank with you, we do not possess a single curse stone. Yeah, I saw that coming. What? We plan to collect the soul dregs using any method available to us, of course, as we needed a right. What do you need it for? Want to admit it, maybe? But committing murder ourselves was too much of a risk. We intended on having others collect the soul dregs for us. Oh, so it's okay if others do it. It's like the fucking mental gymnastics of people going, hey, I don't want to kill anyone, but I'd be okay stealing it from a killer. Like, you might as well kill people yourself then. Like, you passively participating in pretty much genocide by letting them roam free, right? Or like mass murder. Let's frame it as mass murder. Because you're letting them go. You're going, okay, you kill 100 people and to fill up the soul dregs, and I'll take it from you in the end. This is this is fucking retarded. Like, there's no morals whatsoever in that. Is that so? Oh, it's okay that so many people died. At least I didn't have to murder them myself, lol. Just let the murderers go and fuck around. Exactly. Like, I mean, I can understand where it's going from. Like, if your finger out 5 corners, you're very detached, right? And Haru is the same. Mind you, Haru is the same. But Haru has at least a little bit of like, determination in there, going that if it doesn't happen this way, I will go and fucking kill everyone and get my way regardless, right? So, but everyone just letting this happen. I swear to God, the only good people in this, because they're actively trying to prevent the deaths from happening, are the schoolgirls and the detectives. Which is kind of funny, because you don't expect, like, the police to be painted in such a good light. I don't know, maybe I'm just, like, biased because of, like, media consumption. I do think police people are good people, right? But, like, they're not really portrayed as such anymore as much these days, I think. So kind of weird. Like, you could have spun this entire angle with like Richter going, "Oh no, I don't want anyone to be killed," but he's kind of okay with it too, I guess. It's a basic dereliction of responsibility or cowardness, if you prefer. Yeah, I mean, it is not too surprising. It is just retarded still, right? Therefore, I myself have no soul dregs in my possession. It was our plan to arrange for particularly greedy individuals to receive the curses. They're also actively the ones that enabled all of this happening. Our plan for particularly greedy individuals to receive the curse, they're pretty much at fault if like the insult curse activates and like shredders everyone going to high school. What? It is possible Shokuoki came to possess the Whispering Canal because of that. But by the time I became aware of this, he was already dead. Killed by cursed reflection, so that would mean that, like, the eloquent girlfriend did it. Maybe accidentally? I don't know. I don't believe you. I'm really trying to talk your way out of this now. Or do you really want me to believe a Hyaku employee was cursed by complete coincidence? That is the truth, whether you believe me or not. It must have been someone else entirely who took Shogo Okia's stone and killed him. Even if the cursed reflection stone killed Shogo, like, just assuming that it was Mayu Shizawa, where's his curse stone then? Like, where's the curse stone that was with Shogo? Someone must have taken it. So it's more likely that someone else has taken it from him by force and then killed him, I think. Could be Yoko still. Could be. I'm still holding out for her to appear again. Like, her character design was way too elaborate, way too good. Only to be used for the first hour of the game, to be honest. I have no idea whatsoever whose hands the Whispering Canal is in now. Nor where it may be. And yet he started with this one. Like, that they had it. The fucking balls and Mersault. Oh, could it really be? And it wasn't Hyaku who put the idea in Fumishika Nejima's head to get a curse stone either? Nejima? The only ones we've negotiated with are Iwai and Areishi. Iwai. Fucking Iwai, I swear! Interesting. Excuse me, but does that mean you don't know the location of the remaining curse stones either? There's one that hasn't been mentioned. What about the Taiko of Tsugaru? Oh, good question, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'm afraid we have no information in that regard either. Have you heard enough about cursed stones? I have nothing else to tell you. No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have, actually. I'll cut to the chase, then. Are you the ones who killed Hajime Yoshimi? No, we did not. Don't try and play dumb now. If not, then who? Or if not you, then who, rather? That much, I don't know. God damn it, like, he's just going, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. Is that your defense? Seriously? Then again, it gets, like, high-profile politicians out of jail as well. Even in Germany. Even our Bundeskanzler. Like, there's, like, the scandal attached to him with, like, I don't know, some money fraud stuff with, like, banks and shit. And in interviews and in, like, official interrogations, he just constantly goes that he doesn't remember anymore. And apparently that's enough for him to, like, keep cruising, you know? So I guess I wish I was a politician. Then I could be corrupt too. I hope I don't, like, my fucking door is not getting bursted in like 10 minutes time. If I say this on Twitch. Oh man, every fucking politician is corrupt, okay? It's not just German ones, they especially, but every politician. Je ne sais pas. Yeah, je ne sais pas baguette. Well, it is true that we were after the information he possessed. He was killed by someone else before we could acquire it. The coincidences keep piling up. People around you keep getting killed, but it wasn't you. It wasn't me. Which forced us to target you instead, Miss Shizawa. And that's why you forced me to talk and why I ended up with this curse, huh? Indeed. Though I never thought you would escape. Well, you just left the fucking fax machine in there by, like... For what reason, then? Well, it took a couple of miracles, but yeah, I got out. Just what information did Hashimi have that he wanted? Okay, if they're not acknowledging the fax machine in the locked, like, cabinet box at all, if they're just dropping this plot point altogether, why they locked it? And he even got asked on the phone whether he locked it correctly. And then I'm gonna fucking shit myself and this game will lose 20 points on the 100 scale. Honestly. Even if it's a 99, it will get knocked down to 79 due to this. Because they cannot do this. They cannot establish, like, this entire fucking elaborate escape plan thing that somehow works out, but Mersault has somewhat worked on as well, and it not getting mentioned whatsoever. Like, that would be absolutely dogshit writing. It would be just Deus Ex Machina times 100. They can't be dropping it. I sure hope they're not. What information did he have that he wanted? Maybe, like, if he hadn't said it didn't expect you to escape, there would have been plausible deniability, thinking that, okay, maybe he did want her to escape, for her to, like, awaken her psychic powers is some bullshit. I don't know, right? But the fact that he just said, oh, how the fuck did you get out, basically, like, you enabled her, my friend. And I think willingly.
You really think you can get away without answering now? But what? But in my butt. Is he falling over something? Why is he? Dude. Fine, I'll let someone else ask you something for now. Okay, alright. And, like, maybe Richter. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator? What is it, Mademoiselle? Would you be willing to give up the cursed stone you have? Oh yes, you have a point. They're too dangerous to carelessly walk around within one's pocket. He's gonna go, oh, looks like a forgotten at home. Tee. However, sorry to disappoint you. That's not possible at the moment. And why is that? Oh, you don't know, do you? Then I'll tell both you and your friend from Hyaku over there. I doubt any of you have attempted it yet. But I broke it. No. But it seems that cursed stones cannot be given to normal people. What do you mean normal people? Like, who are normal people? Huh? What? I actually tested it with the madame here earlier. Even if you give the cursed stone to someone else, the cursed bearer doesn't change, and the stone eventually makes its way back to the bearer. Oh. It's almost obvious when you think about it, seeing as how the cursed stones appear to be cursed bearers of their own accord to begin with. But Inspector Tsutsumi has collected cursed stones from other cursed bearers. Yeah, I mean, he started out as a cursed bearer himself, right? And he has an incredible strain on him because of this. That Inspector Tsutsumi must be a cursed bearer himself. She just gave it away. No. Look at her fucking face. Oh, I love you, Mio. I love you. So from what you're saying, cursed stones can only be transferred between cursed bearers? And obtaining a cursed stone alone doesn't make someone a cursed bearer so they can use its curse? Exactly. So they aren't quite as dangerous as you think. The question is, can someone else be appointed as a cursed bearer if the original cursed bearer dies? Right? If a cursed bearer dies and someone else is nearby and just picks up the stone, are they appointed as the new cursed bearer? Or do you automatically get them if you yourself kill a cursed bearer? Or take it from him by force or something? As for Hyaku's intention of just collecting cursed stones for themselves, unfortunately for them, it was never going to work unless there's a cursed bearer among them. Among them? The damn Arishi. How could he not notice? How could he not notice? How about this has never been done before? It must be why I sensed that I couldn't take Hyaku's cursed stone. I returned it right away when I borrowed it from her earlier. That's precisely how it works. Mysterious Mademoiselle. I'll give mine directly to Inspector Tsutsumi later. Yeah, of course. Like, that promise means dog shit because you're not the curse bearer. If you know Inspector Tsutsumi, then I think that's best. Thank you. I mean, Richter's clearly doing everything for his client, which is, like, it's good, right? But at the same time, like, he's also complicit. And you know about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll too, don't you? If you were researching the Rite of Resurrection in the Record of Fates, then you must have looked into the Yin Scroll as well. Why is this not triggering Mayu? Because Mayu knows that Hajime was looking for the two parts of the scroll. That's right, the Record of Fates alone wasn't enough to learn how to collect soul dregs. I'm sure you looked into many things on your own, but how much do you actually know? Who and where Simon Tsushimikado descendants are? Were you able to find that sort of information with Gamyota's connections? I can't reveal that. Then would you prefer I expose to the public how Gamyota is a fraud with almost zero spirit sense? Ugh. Like, he's getting grilled here. Fine, I understand. The results of our independent research. I found that Seiman, Tsushimikado's descendant, was Hajime Yoshimi. Yeah, okay. Nothing new. Nothing new, we knew that. Him and his sister. Or, like, yeah, yeah. His, was it half-sister? That we learned last time? Michio? Michio, right? Because she had the other talisman? Carried an old talisman, a memento of her father with her at all times? What? So that's why you went after Hajime. However, Hajime Yoshima was only carrying a fragment of the whole. A fragment? That's right, he did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript. Oh, wait, it's Mayu. That's right, he did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript. Okay, so she's only making a connection now. Like, Mayu herself is a little bit dense, I guess. The location of the yin scroll was hidden. This information was split into two and hidden in a pair of talismans, which were then passed down from generation to generation. Ah, talismans? Yaku is quicker than Mayu on the uptake? Or maybe they're just, like, they're both, like, following different threads of, like, their own train of thoughts, I guess. I see. I think Mio has it all figured out now. Hajime Oshima was supposed to have one, but it was almost certainly stolen when he was killed. Yeah, the question is who killed him and who took it. It's possible that he knew the location of the other as well. So that's why you questioned me about the things he had inherited. The girl Hajime had been helping recently must have had it then. Oh, Michio's talisman! Yes, Michio Shiraishi was also likely a descendant of Seim and Tsushimikado. What? By the way, is it Seiman or is it Seaman? Because, like, EI in Japanese, isn't that like double E? Like, sensei. So it would be Seiman. Seiman Tsushimikado. Or Seiman. Not Seiman. Well, whatever. It's very, very weird for me as a German because, like, EI for us is I. The talisman she carried as a keepsake from her father. We searched for it based on Miss Shizawa's memories. Seaman? Yeah, Seaman what? Seaman, do you have semen? However, Michio Shiraishi was already dead. Yes, by coincidence, she happened to be closely connected to Mr. Iwai, so we began our investigation there. But he was already dead too, leaving you in a quandary. I see. Mio, if we can get both of the talismans... Yep, we'll know the location of the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. That's easier said than done, girls. Wow, sometimes the answer's right under your nose. Just gotta sniff it. Sometimes those answers are the hardest to find. Gotta sniff it, Mio. You gotta sniff it. Here's my finger. Guess where I had it earlier. Yaku, let's keep quiet about the location of the talismans for now, okay? Wait, do they have them or like, what? Right, no need for Yumioka to know. Did I miss something? The location of the talismans? Didn't both get stolen? It was a close one, I almost let it slip. I mean, they didn't mention that Michio had... Well, I thought it was like obvious now that Michio had the other one. Huh? Okay, I think that's about all we have to ask him. We'll let you off for today, since you went along with all our questions nicely even. He fucking kidnapped you! He kidnapped you! And imprisoned you! You let him off? Damn, I guess she lost her fucking edge. Pleasure working with you. We're done here. What the information you have? The hell are you whining about? I said we're done, so scram! Ugh. I think I just came. That's all our business as well, so, I shall be bidding you all farewell. Yes, right. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator, please don't forget about that cursed stone. Don't you fret. I'll hand it over to Inspector Tsutsumi like I promised. I'm glad I didn't end up having to give it to that Yumioka. Let's take our leave, madame. With this, we'll be free from this troublesome curse ourselves. Yeah, let's go. I wonder if they picked up on the fact that he lied. Richter, I mean. That lady and the investigator, we should keep an eye on them. Yeah, Mayu has like a keen eye, I guess. Agreed. Really? Why? Okay, so both of them got it, but Yaku didn't. I think they're up to something. Just my intuition, but still. Yeah, I wonder why the investigator really wanted out of all of this. If his goal was getting information about the cursed stones, then this might be bad. Alright, I got one of those cursed stones too, the beckoning light. Alright, if you wouldn't mind, would you give it to Inspector Tsutsumi without using it? Yeah, sure. If you introduce me to the cop, that is. I feel like if I keep carrying it around with me, I'll start getting some weird ideas too. Yeah, Yaku feels called out, I guess. She has killed people. She wants to be, like, prosecuted for that. Mind you. I just remembered, Mayu, I have something important to tell you. Well, what's with all of the yelling all of a sudden? You know a girl named Hitomi Okuda, don't you? Okay, and now they filled her in on the picture, I guess. Really? Hitomi is Hajume's talisman? Oh, so she has it. Okay, yeah, okay. I must have forgotten. Sorry. Yes, he entrusted it to... Oh, of course, he entrusted it to her in a panic just before his death, telling her to look into where the other one is, most likely with Michio, right? But that's how they got to the lead to begin with. Yeah, okay. He sensed an imminent crisis closing in on him, but Hitomi was the only one around that he could ask for help. That's so. I'm sorry she got left with such a big responsibility. That must mean that Hajime got killed by someone who was after that talisman. But since he gave it to someone else, they couldn't steal it like they wanted. Who stole... Like... I wonder if it's... What's her name? Ayame. I wonder if Ayame is like a 5,000 IQ villain or something. Somehow having it out for her dad or whatnot. I don't know. I'll have to thank you to me for that. Because she must have taken the talisman from Michio's dead body as well. I also think it's going to be hard for us to get her to give up the talisman. Yeah, you may be right. It was Hajume's dying request to her. Do you two need a talisman for something? Yeah. Personally, I'd like to use the talisman as bait. Then I could get my hands on the bastard that killed Hajime. Well, we could do that still, couldn't we? Please, I promise we'll uncover the mastermind behind all this. They probably have supernatural abilities at their disposal. Please, leave them to us. Yeah, we'll catch them, don't you worry. Well, look at that. You've got that look in your eyes. Spunk is what they call it. The look that young people get that says they'll get something done no matter what it takes. How am I supposed to say no to that? You go find them and give them what they deserve for what they did to my Hajime. You hear? Did for my Hajime. No, for, I guess for what they did. For my... This syntax is weird. We will. I'm pretty mad at them myself. If punches work on them, I'll give them a good one. Huh. Now that I can get behind, I'll leave it to you two. She's awfully quick to get over the death of her fiancé, just saying. Now then, your next move should be to find Hitomi and get that talisman. Isn't there one more talisman that you need? Right, but we've got a pretty good idea of where the one Michio had is. What? We'll have to check with Inspector Tsutsumi about that. We should go back to the school and call him. You got it. Okay, I'll head to the high school now. Wait for you there. Perfect. Perfect. Just according to Kaikaku. Someone could cut out Mio's face and put that little perfect right underneath her so I get like a little exploitable out of it. That would be great, otherwise I'll have to do it myself. We'll check on Richter and Haru actually. Let's see what they talk about right after meeting the girls and Mersault and Mayu. Haru and Richter rescue Mayu Shizawa and interrogate her along with Takumi Yomioka. Yet they fail to gain any particularly useful information about the curse bearers. They decide to return to Haru's home when... Am I tripping or poorly written ending flags showing up? Man, it's still out there. Like, it's still out there. It remains to be seen. Maybe, who knows? We've received an update on the hostage situation. The 56-year-old male suspect who announced his intent to commit mass murder in Sumida City today. How did that get out to the press? Had taken a woman hostage and gone on the run, but was found by the police in a park in Sumida after 4 p.m. and confirmed dead. The weapon the suspect was said to possess was nowhere to be found on site, and its whereabouts are currently unknown. If they're now actively looking for Ayame with a picture, though, Richter and Haru will recognize it, right? Furthermore, the female hostage was not present, and the search for her continues. Okay, I guess they're not mentioning her then. Interesting. If it's being reported on the news, then that lends credence to her story. Her story? Sorry, who? What? What's going on? Oh shit, she's with us! Fucking hell, woman, why do you keep spooping me? What the fuck? I also turned to completely right direction, not seeing her for like the longest time. Oh my god, yeah, alright, okay, she's with him. No need to like recognize her on the TV then again. Jesus. Well then, how should I proceed? Is this what it's like to be rushing to one's doom? Anyways, I should ask about his side of the story. Yeah, let's see what she says, how the guy got killed, right? Because he had like, how many? 110 blunt force traumas to his body or something? Well, it's just like I said, right? The female hostage situation mentioned on the news just now. That must have been you. Which means you killed Nishima with your own curse stone. Well, you said you'd give me refuge, so I came to take you up on that offer. She didn't acknowledge nor deny it. Is she like a politician or something? What are you planning? Me? Well, obviously. I'm onto my last resort, just like Haru. Just like Haru is. She started killing now. Like, she recognized that. That phrase, I guess. You're a curse bearer? You're a curse bearer with a curse stone too, right? Are you surprised? Yes, I have a curse stone of my own. And yet she tried instigating Glasses Guy to kill for her as well. Which is a very manipulative thing. Because I assume in the end she would have killed him with her curse or something. But... yeah, I don't know what to expect. I mean, we called her on that last stream, I believe. We said that, yeah, of course, she must be a curse bearer herself. The Tyke of Tsugaru is still not accounted for. It must be her. It's the Tyke of Tsugaru. Why go after other people's curse stones? Sorry. Stroke. Because killing people is bad, you know? Did you think so too? Yeah, I think so. You're right. It's wrong to kill people for the sake of resurrection. Oh, no. The killing people is bad. Haruhi would not say that it's wrong for to kill people for the sake of resurrection. No, that's not in character. Right? And it's not even 1-for-1, so it's hardly a fair exchange. Either way, that's why I wanted to only use soul drag scattered by others. Which doesn't make it better! People are still being killed for this! Fucking retards! But that didn't work out in the end. No one had the backbone to use their curse. Oh my, the world's gone soft! Fucking bitch, I swear to God. How can she be Tsumi's daughter? He's like a die-hard detective, protecting everyone no matter what. He was even willing to talk with Neshima, right? To talk it all out, to just take him in and listen to him in the end. He was willing to do that because he didn't even want to kill a would-be mass murderer, a confirmed, somewhat unconfirmed but not convicted mass murderer. And she's just going around going, oh, I'm so incredibly disappointed that people have not ended up dying left, right, and center. She just gets creepier every time. Yeah. With no one mercilessly using the curse in pursuit of their own goals, I had to take matters into my own hands. I heard Namigaki, that young man you were with, used his curse stone too. Huh? How do you know that? Ick, creepy much. Are you stalking me? Oh my, I hate her so much. I hate her so much right now. I may have heard it from a detective I know. I mean, Richter must be fucking pissed off as well. Because I don't think Richter is really happy with being complicit with murder. He doesn't want Haru to use it. He's just not actively working to stop the others. But he's actively working to try to get Haru to stop using hers. At least, right? So he's in a grey area, I guess, right now. Oh, there it is. Cops. Bet you know a bunch. I know your type. People who boast just cause they know a couple of cops. Oh my god. Does she realize that Haru is related to several of them? And he was a former cop or something? Why does she hate cops? Do you think she hates her dad or something? Who does she want to... Oh no, she doesn't want to resurrect the ukiyo-e guy, right? That was a lie. She can't be going around saying I had hoped people die constantly just because of the ukiyo-e dude. No. That's just not real. What are the chances that she's not Tatsumi's daughter by blood? But Tatsumi, and he hasn't talked about this yet, he adopted the child they found with Nejima. So she has inherently bad blood in her or something because she's a resurrected baby demon woman or something. Do you think that could be possible still? That would be a twist, and it would work somewhat. It would be somewhat cheapish since Tatsumi could have mentioned it by now. He could have said that, oh yeah, she's not my daughter by blood. To give a little bit of foreshadowing or something. Anyway, the police is filled with nothing but scum. Yeah, god damn it, your fucking father works for them. I wonder if Richter knows. I wonder if Richter knows like her family relations. If he has investigated or something.
My, you seem to hold quite a grudge against the Force.
What if he just hasn't seen her in like 8 years or something? He did recognize her. I mean, he hasn't seen her like in a while. We know that. It cost his marriage several years ago. He has a penchant for candy and desserts, which he tries but fails to conceal from other officers at the risk of appearing soft. Which is weirdly the same thing that Richter also has, right? He also likes candy. Yaku works in a candy shop like this. The candy seems to be like a common theme in this game. He delights to buy local sweets, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. He's also surprisingly knowledgeable about current trends, a trait he puts down to investigation-related research, but which is actually spurred by his wish to have something to discuss with his daughter. I think if you actively want something to discuss with your daughter, that means you must be seeing her regularly, right? Otherwise, he would have no need to discuss anything with her. Speaking of, this guy's really creeping me out. What's the deal with him anyway? You gonna explain? Even the way he moves is all weird and exaggerated.
Right. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm...
No, thank you. Wow. What a bitch! What a fucking bitch! Hot damn! I wonder what her intentions are. They must be impure. How's she able to act like nothing happened? Is this just how girls are these days? Well, maybe. Maybe. Who knows? He was quite shaken just moments ago, but he seems better now. You'd think it would be harder for him to keep his cool. What? Why?
Anyways, I should ask about her side of the story.
Yeah, okay, I guess we'll just gonna continue talking to her. Let's introduce ourselves, why not? Let me introduce myself. It's hard to talk as strangers. Is it? And are you okay telling me who you are? Well, I won't stop you. Do as you please. And she's clearly hinting towards the fact that names could be used as like curse enablers, right? Maybe she does need the name of a target as well. We know that. Oh shit. Oh no. She has the one-sided read with her. She doesn't just have one curse, she has two. She killed Neshima. And he had the one-sided read, which needs name, address, and current location of the target. And now she's going, are you sure you want to tell me your name? Which she's wary because she knows that this could be like one of the conditions to activate curses. If she hadn't gained the one-sided read, she wouldn't have thought twice about exchanging introductions, I guess. But all of the information related to the curse like flushes and floods into you as soon as you get it, so she knows now that it's like crucial to not give away stuff like this. Well, I am Harushi Gima and this is my house. My father and husband are both with the police. Is Ayame just like Yagami Light at this point? I can sympathize with Light. I cannot sympathize with Ayame. I mean, Light has killed criminals, right? Ayame would kill whatever it takes to get the ukiyo-e guy back, I think. Is that so? Then you know that cops are just the worst people, right? What, the actual fucking dissonance in this woman is like unreal. Like, she's saying that her family is cops and she's just going because of her own perceived reality. And she's just going, oh, they're all bitches, right? They're all pigs. Cops are pigs. Kill all cops. Hashtag anarchy. Well, I mean, obviously Harui doesn't like them either because they fumbled the case of her son's kidnapping. But she must know deep down that they're still trying their best regardless, right? And it's hashtag not all cops as well. There are certainly many who are cold, especially with their own family. In a police family, one is always expected to just grin in bed, no matter what happens. God, I know, right? What a relief, you understand. I think we might get along. Oh, well, I'm glad then.
And I'm Richter Kai, private investigator, even though you didn't want to know, you little hussy.
Did I ask? But, you're an investigator? So your job is to sneak around and follow people to pry into their secrets, right? Oh, is that why you keep probing with all these questions?
Guess there's not much I can do to change the terrible impression you got of me.
He's just taking it on the chin there. Fucking Richter's like a Goddamn chat. Like, someone was asking earlier, like, whether we have Sigma energy levels today. Yes, we have. Just fucking look at Richter. Hey, lady, why are you working with this dude? I asked him to look into something for me. Really? It's just that he keeps looking this way. You know when, like, I would fucking shit myself. And I'm just calling it out now so that doesn't happen because that's how it works. If Richter is like 5,000 IQ and he's playing like a double bluff game and he's the one who introduced the fucking curses to everyone and he did the Feast of Shadows or whatever it's called, and he's just waiting for the curse bearers to duke it out and take the last one remaining out, and then like he can do whatever. But he's no curse bearer, right? The one that initiated all of this must be one of the remaining curse bearers. And there's not many left. Like, Tetsuya has taken most of the curses on him now. So if it is a person outside of the curse circle, like outside of the 5 or what we have remaining by now, then they must have like abnormal paranormal powers to be able to like still make use of the resurrection thingy. Or like maybe there was a different reasoning behind initiating all of this together to begin with. Richter has 10 billion yards stare. Imagine you look behind you and see Richter in a post staring at you. Yeah, I think I would kind of like start sweating and get somewhat moist. Yoko could have done something. Oh yes, Yoko is not accounted for yet. Yoko could also still be like the demon child of Nejima's, right? It's still out there. Like if it's not Ayame, like if Ayame is actually Tsutsumi's blood-related daughter, then it's definitely Yoko because the ages match. And Yoko most likely has the unaccounted curse stone, the Whispering Canal, and might have like instigated all of this for her own sake, for like I don't know what. I sure hope, like, if the actual villain intention behind all of this, like if the motive was just, oh, I want to resurrect my dog, as was mentioned in the beginning, then it would be batshit insane. It would be like absolutely Machiavellian, but in like the weirdest way, I guess. Anyway, so what were we talking about again? All right, Yutaro Namigaki. He's no good, honestly. He was such a wuss. I had to spur him on so many times for him to even use his curse, and even then he was pissing his pants. And just when I take my eyes off him, he hands over his curse stone to someone. Honestly, he's a disappointment. So that's what happened. Which is why I figured I had to do it myself if I wanted it done right, you know? That's what my last resort is. Collecting soul drakes on my own. How many does she have? How many did Nishima kill to try out the one-sided read? She must have absorbed all of them.
Isn't your father a police officer as well?
Richter knows. Richter knows, you see. That man is not my father. Not in name or deed. I think I called it earlier. I think I actually called it. She's the demon child. The demon child that was found with Nejima. And Tsutsumi, in all of his police detective glory and selflessness, has taken in the child that would have died otherwise into his household. Slight preview, but what the fuck, Japan? Why is kanji a character? I need to zoom in to discern it. No, I will not include Japanese names in further drawings. Kanji are fucking insane, I know. It's like there's some bad blood there. I've already legally cut all ties. He even had the nerve to act all high and mighty today and still refused to help me.
You met him today?
Yes, today. Remember the Chief Tsutsumi who was chasing Nishima? Well, that's him, my dad. The way she puts it. You called it first, did you? I didn't see. Oh, shit. I mean, like, I would immediately believe you if you said that it did. I didn't see it, though. But yeah, I guess it's like, if you make the connections, there's only so many people that could have been the baby. Yoko has not appeared yet. There seems to be something very clearly wrong with Ayame when it comes to like the morals and like her base sense of humanity. She must be the demon child. I did when we first learned about her existence. Are you fucking kidding me? When was this? Like 3 weeks ago? Wait. when you first learned about Ayame or about Tatsumi's daughter, that she's not his real daughter? Like, what did you exactly call out, Amel? Did you say that Tatsumi's daughter is not his real daughter, or did you say that Ayame is like... Because the demon child thing we learned like a week ago or something. I keep calling it the demon child, like the resurrected child. Shindo? What was the name again?
What? His daughter?
Former daughter. I've cut ties. He's never acted like a father, so he doesn't deserve the title. Oh man, it's still ambiguous, isn't it? Now she's acting as if he's actually her dad, but she doesn't want him to be. About Nejima's child. Okay, when we first learned about Nejima's child, you thought it was Ayame. Okay, back then we did... Okay, I also said that it could be Ayame, but back then we didn't know that Ayame was Tatsumi's daughter, right? So it got, like, turned on its head again. It was, like, basically a double bluff, right? Well, we've come full circle now with the accusations.
You know, I heard something about that Nejima guy. Apparently he wanted to get revenge on Chief Inspector Tatsumi for his arrest by going after his daughter.
Wait, really?
And I heard the police had been searching non-stop to take you into protective custody. So that explains why the police was taking out your place too.
Man, how could I have known that? They came in such intimidating numbers. Wait, huh? Hold on a minute. Doesn't it mean that Nejima was specifically after my life today? She's gonna pin it on the dad. She's gonna say, my dad is the reason why Nejima tried to kill me. Wait for it.
That sounds about right. It's a good thing you got out unscathed, or rather, managed to turn the tables on him.
How? How did she activate her curse in broad daylight? Actually, now that I think about it. Why was she able to do that? I thought that we had an understanding that this was not possible. You assumed that Tatsumi's and Nejima's child were the same person. Ah. Man, I'll have to watch back the VODs or something. But obviously you've played most likely more games with Japanese storytelling than I did, Amiel. Which is, I don't know, it's no small feat, I guess. At the same time, it's somewhat easy to do. So maybe you were just more perceptive, I don't know. But it's good. It's good to be able to just throw these theories and then in the end go, oh yeah, they did it somewhat like I said, right? Because obviously there's like details that you just wouldn't be able to know immediately. But the general gist of it, like being able to just suss out information like that, being able to acknowledge foreshadowing before the payoff happens is good foreshadowing, right? Sometimes you need to go, oh, what did they mean by that? Because otherwise you won't be able to remember when it happens. You won't be able to go, oh, that's what they meant by that, right? So creating a sense of foreshadowing is actually kind of hard to do, I think. But this game has done it quite well so far. Now the fucking fax machine, though, that's still out there. Oh, that means legally speaking it was self-defense. But that truly was quite frightening. To think I'd have to go through this just for being related to a cop, it's a disgrace. It truly is, to cause their own child such trouble. I'm sorry. It's okay, you're not the one that needs to apologize, lady. I'm sorry, it just reminded me of what happened to my son. Your son? What happened? I wonder if... No, Ayame is not linked to her son, is she? Like, in a weird way she is. Michio helped with the kidnapping. Glasses Guy killed Michio. She's the girlfriend of Glasses Guy. She could actually be thankful to Ayame, I guess, if they find out how they're related somewhat with each other. She could be going, oh man, I like your boyfriend now. He killed the indirect cause of my son dying, I guess. However, if they find out that, like, if they link it further and they go, Eva was working with Nejima and she's Nejima's daughter, which I guess they have no way of finding out if she herself doesn't know, maybe, then Haru would be quite right to want to kill her, I guess. My child was also kidnapped and murdered in order to enact revenge against the police, you see. What? How awful, that's terrible, I'm sorry to hear that. I can't take her serious. Now that you say it, I do remember hearing about an incident like that last year. That must have been your son, huh? My condolences. How can these two people who openly talk about killing others to resurrect people, how do they have the gall to talk about condolences and talk about, oh, woe is me, someone got killed, but I'm okay with others being killed because that doesn't relate to me? Autism rant. I'm amazed it's been an hour without the autism rant. We haven't had one, we haven't had a big one today yet. We had a little bit of one, right? The autism, it just seeps out constantly. I'm like a leaking barrel when it comes to it. You used the curse stone? I wonder if they're gonna call her out on her bullshit. I don't think he got killed by a cursed stone. How could she have done it in broad daylight? I don't understand. I wonder if Ayame is just ridiculously immature or a real sociopath. I'm leaning towards the latter, actually. Think Richter's shitting himself inside? He's surrounded by potential murderers? I think Richter's shitting himself inside because he's making the links, right? Richter's obviously, smart. And he's an investigator, too. He must know more than he let on. I mean, he knew exactly that she was Tsumi's daughter as well, right? He was goading her into, bit by bit releasing that information as well. He was nudging her towards it. So he must know about some other circumstances as well, maybe. Who knows? I don't know, actually. Remains to be seen. It's all out there still. Again, it's with the ending of this game. Man, it could be fucking amazing. It could be utterly fucking dogshit. Sadly. So when you were taken hostage by Nejima, you used the cursed stone in the gardens and swiftly made your getaway? I wonder if Haruhi picked up on it too. Well, yeah. I didn't really have time to think on it. At the time, I only thought of how to get out of there. Then... yeah, it's gonna be revealed. Watch it. What about now? Could you use it again? Your cursed stone? Hand it over? Your dark soul? Well, the cursed stone doesn't respond during the day, but... oh my god, it's a classical gotcha moment. It's evening now. So I tried using the curse just now, and yup, it seems I activated it. Okay, Richter is still alive. I was fully expecting to, pan the camera to Richter and he's dead. That would have been absolutely insane. What? You're using it now? Might still be a little weak. I guess it's not supposed to be used repeatedly. How did she use it in midday? But I think I could get it to work once more. Oh. That's so. It sure is. So I'll give you a final warning. It's already started, so be careful, It started? What started? Curse, of course. All that's left is for the conditions to be fulfilled. Oh my god. It's like a fucking stand battle at this point, isn't it? They're just trying to figure out how their stands work. Yes, it's a JoJo reference. Calm down, ma'am. If using a curse, one would target a curse bearer. Oh, okay, so he's still going with, they believe that I am the curse bearer. So they have told her that, wait, no. If one was using a curse, they would target a curse bearer. Have they told her that he's the curse bearer as well? Because that's the common theory, I guess? Yeah, they must have, right? Earlier even. I finally got the Walpurgis Nacht IDs from Singapulse. I love gambling. I completely forgot about it. I haven't started up Limbus in a week. Slipped my mind completely. Set the time zone to London. London! Motherfucking JoJo reference? It's still recent. It's still going, right? JoJo line is still a thing. Is it JoJo line? Is that the one that's currently running? No. Yes. No. Wait. Is it? I have no fucking idea. 8, 9? I've absolutely forgotten which one we're on. Jojo Lands now. Jojo Lands, not Jojo Lion is like the one with... The weird one with the grafting. I dropped this one because it just got a little bit too outlandish for me. But now I can continue. I think it's fully colorized now as well. And like the Jojo colorization is usually very good. So I might be getting back into it. I just need to think of it later when I start reading. Oh man, like on the topic of manga, can I have like a little bit of an autism rant now? Please? Come on, let's have like a 2-minute break from this game. Man, fuck, I cannot wait for the Let's Talks to talk about this shit because I swear to God, I'm not trying, okay? Like, when it comes to this stuff, I'm not trying. Have I told you about the Snuff and Guru manga that I read a few weeks ago? I think I've told you. What was it called again? Let me look it up real quick. It was a few weeks by now, I think. The Heroine Has Despaired. Have any of you picked it up? Akira Flame is not here. Maybe Emma has, who knows. The Heroine Has Despaired. 104 chapters of the heroine just being absolutely fucking ravished, right? Like, they completely treated as shit, right? And I didn't know it was this way when I started reading the manga. Like, the first 10 chapters kind of give it away that it's gonna be like that, alright? But at this point, I was committed, right? I just like the concept of loops. And it had the concept of loops very early on, right? So I read that. Now, a few days ago, I finished Uzugui. And I was a little bit confused. Like, the 540 chapters of Uzugui, pretty good, okay ending. But I did the unthinkable. I googled Uzugui ending explained because I was still like a little bit confused, right? And I thought, oh, let's read up on what other people think that means, right? Since it was very weird. It was a very weird ending. It was somewhat sequel baiting. And I thought, am I misunderstanding this now? Am I like misreading it? Who knows? So I googled Uzugui ending explained. And I got linked to Reddit. Hi, Akira Flame, by the way. Oh my god, did I just call on you or something? And on the Reddit page, I read a few comments and thought, alright, okay, it's pretty much what I thought. And then, like, at the bottom of Reddit, I don't really use Reddit much, right? So at the bottom of the page, it was like other subreddits related to this or something, or like other topics that might be related to this one. And there was like a random manga title and a random panel of a manga. And I thought, hey, that looks good. And I'm always on the lookout for like new stuff to read. Why not randomly type in the name of this manga? And I thought, yeah, let's do that, right? I mean, what's the worst could happen? Like, I'll look up what the synopsis is and how many chapters there are. So I typed in, and maybe most likely Akira Flame, because Akira Flame has read everything or knows everything. Song fits so well. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Like, for my complete mental breakdown right now. So I typed in Chuchika no Rokunin. And I'll give you the synopsis that is in my Takeyomi, okay? Is it okay to kill people? A treacherous revenge suspense by Shiryu Nakatake, a newcomer to Bizatsu Shonen magazine. Shun, if someone is converted, let him go and do nothing. He should be given a chance to be reborn. This is a quote out of the manga. Another quote. Grandpa, I hope he doesn't reincarnate himself. In order to defeat several non-human monsters, the boy also became something non-human. Shin Uruma, a 6th grade student, was named Experimental Body A by 5 of his classmates and was severely bullied and lived in hell. His only peace was with his brother, who loved him, and his parents, who protected him. Until the 5 monsters killed his family. When he finally loses everything and faces true hell, a dark wish is born inside Shun. He was reborn under the training of his grandfather, who served in a secret unit during World War II. Mind you, the secret unit of the Japanese army, so you know what kind of bullshit Japanese secret units are up to, right? Now, 4 years later, he appears in front of his fated enemy. I won't let anyone get in the way of my revenge. Okay. Shit's absolutely fucking insane. It is completely fucking insane. This guy gets bullied by 5 of his classmates, right? That's what I just told you. They want him to kill himself. Like, one of the classmates is a complete psychopath. They want him to kill himself, so they kill his family by somewhat making them have like a car accident. It sounds cliched as fuck. It is completely insane. It is completely out there and absolutely insane. So they instigate a car accident which kills his parents and leaves his brother as a vegetable, right? As a burn victim vegetable. Like a roast potato, I guess. Sorry, that was very insensitive. But just, you need to take this manga with a grain of salt and a lot of humor, because otherwise you want to fucking kill yourself. You desperately want to fucking kill yourself. This manga is so absolutely, like, perversion and snuff loving. It is... I can't describe it properly, so I'll give you a little bit more information. So, he gets taken in by his grandfather, right? And he teaches him all of these ways to kill people. And several years later, he's somewhat of a psychopath himself. But he only wants to take revenge on the 5 bullies, right? Because he knows that they've killed his family. They told him. He didn't tell the police, though. Because he wanted to have his own revenge, right? So he goes around, and one by one, he picks off the bullies, and he kills them. However, and that's not going to be much of a spoiler because it's like the first 40 chapters. Every time he kills one of the bullies, somehow accidentally, an innocent gets involved and dies as well. And he gets over it somewhat quickly because, mind you, he's not quite right in his head himself. However, something very completely deranged happens when he's down to like the last person to kill. Like, he kills 4 of them quite easily, I guess you could say. But the 5th one, the complete psychopath, has the upper hand somehow. Like, he's like quick, he's smart, he's like strong, he has everything. No human ever could defeat him. Like, he's the absolute super strong protagonist, right? But this other guy, who looks like a girl, by the way, and I don't know if it is a girl, maybe that might be revealed later down in the story. Insanely, insane psychopath. It's like a fight off between Buff Kira and like 1,000 else, basically. Like from the Kaikaku perspective. So something, I don't want to spoil it, just in case any of you want to pick it up and want to read it. Again, the name of this thing is Jujika no Rokunin. Something completely fucked happens and everything falls apart, and he gets put in prison and he loses his memories. It's so completely insane. I read how many? Oh my god, I read 100 chapters of it. Binge during a morning. Like, on Monday I got up at like 6. I brought Babby to kindergarten at like 7:30, and I wanted to go to sleep again because I had work in the afternoon. But I didn't go to sleep. I just started reading. I read 100 chapters of this shit. I couldn't fall asleep afterwards because it is just fetishizing it at this point. The shit that gets like cut off and cut out and cut open, and like, he kills one of these guys who's like a playboy. He kills one of them by inserting like a torture instrument into his anus. I don't know what it's called. It's like a thing where like you insert it, it looks like a butt plug, and then you rotate it, and then it opens up basically like a shing. It opens up to all sides. So he ripped his anus, and the guy also had like a woman chained in his apartment, his girlfriend, so-called, and he gave her a smaller version of the thing, and he told her she could insert it in his penis. And she inserted it in his penis and opened it up, so his penis exploded. He didn't die yet, though. He didn't die yet. She killed herself afterwards. Like, this is like minor spoiler territory at this point. She killed herself with the thing afterwards, right? Which she had stuck in his penis and make it explode. She used it to slit her own throat. She fell down next to him. The dude with an exploded anus and penis goes crying that she's dead now, even though he's a psychopath as well. And the protagonist just stands there going, oh shit, another innocent died. No! What am I gonna do? Nothing. He does nothing. He takes the corpses and he erases the evidence. He's like steroid Dexter or something when it comes to that. I'll look into that. ML, it's fucking amazing. Like, it is amazing because it's such a weird blast to read through. But I would rate it a 4 out of 10. Don't take it too seriously. It's just so outlandish. I want to see what they come up with next, right? Like, it's like the people involved in this are also incredibly dense. Like, they are so incredibly dense. No one has caught up to what is happening in this thing. Like, at all, apparently. And then, like, there's one special moment just like shortly before he gets caught and put in prison, where absolutely shit hits the fan. And I hope you read the first 90 chapters or something, because that's when it happens, I believe. And like, talking about just absolutely unhinged people and psychopaths, you know. And okay. And the point why I started this rant was, I accidentally found this manga, right? It's not that I go out looking for these stories, for these snuff stories, for these like very unhinged revenge stories. I love a good revenge story, mind you. But I don't go looking for something where people suffer and die in this kind of gruesome way. Like, this is... I don't really need this in my life. It makes me stay up at night with bad thoughts, and I can't go to sleep. I don't want this. But it somehow happened again. It happened with The Heroine Has, like... The Heroine Has Despaired, or whatever it was called. And it happened again with this one. Why does this keep happening to me? This thing has like 180 chapters as well. It must be somewhat popular. Japanese are weird? I would never take revenge porn seriously. I mean, if it's executed well, I love a good revenge, right? I love a good revenge. I love The Count of Monte Cristo, but that, like, obviously is like... it's just infinitely better written, isn't it? Anyway, she activated her curse. Man, that was a tangent and a half. Write the name of that manga in the chat. Okay, give me a second. I can do it right now. While we look at Ayame's fucking smug ass face, right? Here we go. I was really spoiled by The Count. It is an incredible story, isn't it? Fuck, I don't know if I'm thankful or sad that Project Moon has not decided to use The Count of Monte Cristo as like a reference literature yet, I guess. I hope they never will. I hope they never will. Like, that story should remain untainted. I love it so much. I love it so much. I have a hard copy of it already, but I want more. I want a really good looking one. Oh, I want a really, like, with some really nice binding, you know, like some really nice one that you just take out and you read a few pages or something, or you get lost in it. I have like a second-hand copy, sadly. I have it in English and in German, actually. And I have like PDFs as well, just in case I want to read it on my phone. Oh, man. Now I see how it's fetishized, considering the ass-explosion device. I mean, the guy was a jerk, right? He was raping women left, right, and center. So, like, killing him in a gruesome manner. Also, the guy was responsible for his family dying. Like, if my family was the only good thing I have in my life and people killed it, or like, yeah, I guess, right? Then I think I would go full Punisher as well. They have the Count of Monte Cristo and Fate Grand Order. Incredibly enough, they did not turn the Count into an anime girl. Oh. Oh. Would be the Countess then, I guess. That's why I avoid bookstores. They will bankrupt me. Man, I love a good bookstore. And I always have to go when I see one. I always have to go. Secretary as well. Secretary worked at a bookstore when she was younger. She activated a curse. The curse stones can be used already? I let my guard down. I didn't think it could be used this early in the evening. Man, please calm down. What should I do? Should I keep her talking? Oh my god. Oh man. This is lovely. Beg for forgiveness. What is your family like? What do you desire? What are the 7 mysteries of Honjo? There's no how is Babby formed among them? What are Stone's conditions? Can I just quit it? Oh. I guess it's a choice as well. Not to ask her anything. No, I won't stop it. Besides, for you to get so shaken like that. As I thought, you have a cursed stone too. You're a cursed bearer, aren't you, lady? Maybe she's gathering information in order to activate her cursed stone. I mean, maybe she has a cursed stone that can only kill non-cursed... No. If she has a cursed stone that could only kill non-cursed bearers, she wouldn't have been able to get away with Nejima. Although it's still out there, again, how the fuck she did it during broad daylight. Maybe I'm misunderstanding when she did it. Maybe it was the evening already as well. But when we met with Mersault, it wasn't evening yet, right? So... So should she admit to being a cursed bearer? No. Or like ... Ah, there we go. What if the conditioners stop talking or something? Huh? Ma'am! Damn, did she fulfill the conditions? She sure did. Okay, it's time for a beatdown. Jeez, why did you try to hide it now of all times? I wouldn't have come if you weren't a cursed bearer. Sorry, I can't scream too loud. Baby's right above me. Stop! Too bad, she's already dead. This is horrific. I'll be taking a cursed stone. Whoa. Huh. All the haunting clappers needed was a source of fire. That was a close one. Now then, what will you do, Mr. Investigator? You're not a cursed bearer, so I don't have any reason to kill you. But I won't show you mercy if you're going to try and capture me. So what will it be? I still don't know how a curse works. It's too risky to make a move. Your employee's already dead anyway, so... There's no reason for you to go out of your way to arrest me, right? He can't even arrest you, he's not a cop. I could still do my duty as a citizen and report you, you know. What a surprise, this is when you decide to suddenly choose the side of righteousness? She was after the same thing, you know. There's no clean hands when it comes to soul drags. Well, she's right about that, I guess. Well, it looks like you don't have anything to say about that. I'll be taking my leave then, bye-bye. It must be a bad end. Must be a bad end. Yeah, it's a bad end. Like, that's the music. Upon killing Haru Shigima, a fellow curse bearer, Ayame Tono obtained more than enough soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. What? But Haru didn't have any! Maybe she was worth a lot of points or something. Or maybe she already had, maybe she got the default 1 you get for killing a person. Or, like, default 10 it is for a curse bearer. And she had, 90 out of 100 due to the one-sided read. Let's see. However, it turned out that resurrecting someone who died a long time ago required an even larger amount. To fulfill her heart's deepest desires, she'd need to harvest more. So, she killed the entire city, or... She waited for the sun to set, for when the Feast of Shadows effects were at its peak. I can't believe she's the only one who figured out that it's not a magical time that it suddenly activates the curses, it's like how dark it is or something. And she used the one-sided reed curse stone she had stolen from Fumishika Nejima. With it she proceeded to kill all those whose personal information she knew. Starting with those who mattered least to her. Oh my god! She is a fucking psychopath! How did she guess where they were? I guess in the evening it's kind of likely that they're at home, right? And she can just immediately check by going, oh, my soul dregs increased. Alright, I hit this one. It's like battleships. Blind battleships. Where you still get somewhat of confirmation when you do hit it though. About the one-sided read. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, occupation, location are all known by the cursed bearer. Yeah, just in case you didn't get the bad end earlier with, Satsumi. Many of them were random men. Gullible and disposable, drawn in by the allure of a female university student. Wow. We live in a society, guys. One noteworthy victim among them was Tetsuo Tsutsumi, who, being a curse bearer himself, was promptly targeted for his soul dregs. She killed a fucking daddy! Oh my god! This woman! Oh, man! She's just fucking, there's no helping her. Tsusumi's death threw the investigation efforts into disarray, allowing Ayame to evade capture. Area, what are you doing? Afterwards, she acquired various address registers and phone books and systematically killed the people listed in them. Systematically? Random people? She is literally genociding at that point, isn't she? Unsuspecting victims could be safe at home, only to suddenly have the limbs severed. The strange deaths shook society to its core. Oh my fucking hell. Does it also need a credit card info and expiry date and 3 numbers on the back? No, but you can obviously safely... Oh, look at her laughing! You can obviously safely send that to the Nigerian prince who's trying to, like, buy back his kingdom or whatever. Let's pray to him. He's real. There's so many of them. But they're all real. It's going for that Undertale General run. Even in Genocide Undertale, I had more sympathy with, like, the player character than I do with Ayame. Because in Undertale, it was like monsters, right? I don't care for monsters. But all things must come to an end. And so, in time, the killings stopped. Sometime after the killings, a modern-day genius female ukiyo-e artist burst onto the art scene. This is the second time we get an information about what happened after a resurrection. A genius female ukiyo-e artist. Female. Do you think that it's not a resurrection but a possession ritual? You get possessed by the person you try to resurrect or something? We'd have to go back and reread the time Nejima succeeded in resurrecting what's the Nejima bit in, right? Resurrecting the woman. There was something about him serving a queen or something. Him serving like Shindo or Shinda or something she was called. She introduced herself as the mysterious mad paintress, and her fame grew quickly as she presented one incredible work after another. Praised as the modern reincarnation of Katsushika Hokusai, she quickly made her own mark on history. Ending 4. Ayame's aspiration. She actually did it for a fucking artist. That only makes her more crazy, right? Like, I'm not the only one. It's not after Ayame admits to being a curse bearer. Pardon me. Let's ask her something now. Do you have a light on you? No, instead of talking about that, how about we talk about why you're so shaken? As I thought, you have a curse stone too. Aren't you, lady? Let's just go with a regular no now. Maybe not talking, okay. Do you think it's lying again? But doesn't Tsutsumi's curse stone activate by lying? There we go. I might as well restart this. Oh shit, now we... No, okay. We don't need to do it from the very beginning. Nejima's death. Okay, it's always... like they're like non-choices. They always just default you to... Oh no, let's talk about why you're so shaken. You have a curse stone too. Yes, I do. Yes, I am. I'm sure you've already noticed. Well, yeah, around last night. It was a little too obvious. Let me drink something, guys. Like the shouting just now, like at fucking unbelievable levels of density display here. She's not the first in the art student to mass murder pipeline. fucking... That's brave, though. My friend. My brother in Christ. You are absolutely fucking crazy. Ah, jeez. I think it's a good thing that we can laugh about this collectively, right? It's not just me. Like, it was a good hearty chuckle for all of us, right? The coincidence as well. The coincidence. Oh, man. It makes her a fucking lunatic. She wasn't even personally invested in it. Yeah, you can rank people on, like, power level of how bad or how good is their, like, motivation behind wanting to resurrect someone. And Haru is pretty high up there. She wants to resurrect her child, right? Yoko, very low, wants to resurrect a dog. I guess we can start arguing who's lower. Ayame resurrecting a famous old painter, or Yoko wanting to resurrect a dog? Which is worse, actually? I guess the dog is worse, but at least the dog was, like, alive until recently. The dog is better? Yeah. Also, like, if it takes more souls to resurrect someone who died a long time ago, does it take less souls to resurrect someone who died recently? Maybe Yoko only needed, like, 5 soul drags or something to resurrect her Shiba, you know. What was his name? Not Pucci. Puba Kuluba? Was like a weird, like, pun kind of name. Ogopogo. Ogopogo. That was the name. I wonder where she's, like... I wonder where she is right now. Fucking... Yoko Fukunaga. Judging by your address, I'm guessing you've got the haunting clappers? She has done her research, that's for sure. Yes, that's right. There's a lot of soul dregs on the table for killing a cursed berry, you know? I'm well aware. Did you get soul dregs when you killed Nejima? Of course, his cursed stone already contains some soul dregs as well. I think killing one more cursed berry will be enough for the rite. You can combine soul dregs across several stones? Correct. All it needs is the prerequisite amount. How are they aware of the machinations behind it, I wonder? Is it just knowledge when you reach a certain point? As long as you've got that, it doesn't seem to matter where you got them from. I see. Naruhodo. Naruhodo. Then, you won't mind if I took them, right? They're like playing a game. Rita's just watching, pissing himself, I guess. My lady. You're quite motivated, aren't you? Ma'am! Look at those fucking dick-sucking lips, though. I think I would. I would get killed for that woman. Her father, tobacco. Nejima, her desire, negotiate. Shall we piss her off? Let's go with her father. Top to bottom. Your father, the chief inspector. I met him not too long ago. Oh, really? He came off a little stiff and awkward. Oh, that's a surprise. There was something charming about his seriousness, and he seemed like he cared a lot about his daughter. Oh, please cut it out. It's gross. You don't know a thing about us. Outsiders shouldn't butt into another family's affairs. Though he may as well be a stranger to me now. Even if you've cut legal ties, you're still related by blood. Okay, it could be that we get the confirmation now. Oh, I'm so anxious. So anxious. Here we go. We got it. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. It's Nejima's daughter. It's Nejima's daughter. That's why she's insane. She's a murder child. A resurrected murder child. Huh? We're not related at all. I wonder if she has her memories of her past life or if she's just generally unhinged because of her circumstances. Huh? He probably thought that I never noticed it, but it wasn't hard for me to figure out that I wasn't related to them by blood. So you were adopted? Well, can I use my... Fucking, I have to try, even though the moment is kind of like serious and stuff, but I got curious, so I looked into it. It was all pretty... Huh? Man, please think this through. Burn in hell, witch! Burn in fucking hell a second time! That's right, she got what she deserved.
Ah! Ma'am, why?
Well, it was either her or me, Richter. It was the only way. I also want to get Haru's ending, to be honest. Richter? Could we settle any outstanding tabs now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's see. We're gonna obviously continue this a little bit. I don't know, it would be a good point to end as well, actually, because I need to go. You know what? We're gonna end after this. That's it, it's decided. We had a lot of, like, twists today. Shit. Of course, what is it, Mr. Richter? Sorry, I didn't read the first line.
I was just curious.
Richter was saying something. Fuck. I done goofed.
Have you heard of the legend of the mother who prayed to the Samita River and resurrected her dead child?
What are you on about? Who the fuck is Emma Mori?
The mother searched so desperately for her abducted child that she lost her mind. Her son was found dead in Samita River, so she then pulled him out and continued to pray there until her son somehow emerged from the mount, back from the dead. So the legend goes.
You basically just got the twist.
I heard it's being adapted into a no play too.
Interesting, and?
Well, it just had me thinking that legends really do exist.
Sorry to ask again, but who asked? What are you on about? Yeah, literally, who asked? This feels like the first proper ending because it's like one of the protagonists, right? Credits also roll by somewhat slower. Not slow, mind you, but slower. Ready to find a hoe? Blue, again, like you basically got the twist just now. The biggest twist that we uncovered today is that Ayame is not Tsumi's daughter, and she's most likely like Nejima's child. We mused about that earlier. Also, she got away with like killing Nejima, and is now with those two. Also found out that like Hyaku Soaps has nothing to do with anything, really, because the old lady, the old hag, is a fraud, pretty much. And Mirsold has no curse stones to begin with whatsoever. Did the child come back to life? Well, yeah, that's the question, right? That wasn't answered here. Maybe we'll get like an after credit scene like we did with Ayame right now, earlier. Not gonna skip these, you guys know me. Never skipping credits, possible. Let me pour myself something to drink while this is going on. What? You don't need to understand, you just need to know. You don't need to understand. Don't ask questions, just follow orders. Press that button now. Make these lighters explode. Paranormasight. Step Mistress of Honjo. Presented by Squeenix. One of the rare good Squeenix games, right? One of the game expects us to someone talk down at Lunatic. I think it's more like not talking or lying to her might be triggering her conditions.
Never mind. It is what it is. Welcome to my office. Might be small and dirty, but welcome.
That's what she said.
Come on, Ernestine. Say hello.
Ernestine must be a bird, yeah, okay.
That's it. Good girl. Oh, that boy over there? That must be... Hey, kid. I'm a private investigator. I worked with your mother not too long ago. What's that? You want to be an investigator when you grow up too? That's great. So much better than becoming a police officer.
Okay, obviously he's talking about Shin? What was his name?
Hey, Emma Mori. Did you tell the kid to give up on the streams? I think it's a great idea. Why don't you bring us all some tea instead? Pardon me. Let's start over. What brings you to my humble office today?
Haru's legacy. So it worked. It worked. The sun is back. How the fuck does it work? Like, the problem with paranormal things is like... How do you explain them to work? How do you bring back someone like out of thin air or something? Like, how do maybe it's like maybe we need suspension of disbelief. Maybe there's more going on than we know. I mean, the laws of nature must have seemed like paranormal, like theories to people as well back like 200 years ago or something, right? 200 years ago they went, oh shit, the Earth actually isn't flat or something, right? And we all know that's bullshit. So like they went back on that and said that the Earth is flat. And then they went, oh, we're living in a heliocentric era now. But we all know that the sun is fake as well. It's just the light that is like shining down on the back of the giant turtle that we live on. Like it's weird. It's out there. Like people don't know what is science, what is paranormal, what is occultism, what is like satanic, what is like I hate the Antichrist. We just don't know what is real and what isn't, and none of you are actually real yourself. So we're saving for now. We're continuing this because I need to go over to the Let's Talks now. Not saving over slot 5, I still remember. We're continuing this on Saturday, and I swear I'll try to end it on Saturday. Okay, it's just that today, okay, a little bit. We'll try to actually do a shorter stream. Okay, let's just see. Okay, bye YouTube. Bye YouTube. Bye. Mwah. Big kiss if you're a psychopath. Mwah.